It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Landover. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He'll cobble together a yard there. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now Daniels off the play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by this promising young signal caller, already a starter in his first season out of Ole Miss.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
To throw here on 1st down. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Sending a receiver left. from the 35 on second down. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From midfield now. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They are throwing it again. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Tracy. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
He's got it near the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Tracy will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Brian Daboll has that challenge flag pulled. He wants to take another look at this. Well, we can see he made the catch. He definitely has possession. But did both of those feet hit down in the end zone?
Yeah, get that zoom button ready to go. Get the magnifying glass. Was there any green right between his feet and that end line? That's what they're going to be looking for in the replay booth.
So Brian Daboll thought that there was evidence to overturn that call, but obviously the officials disagreed. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Play fake here, Daniels. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Third down give to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Giants football. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Oh, they're going option to the left side on 2nd. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
3rd down from the gun. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. They connect on the deep shot. And in, touchdown, New York. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders set to take over. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Daniels. It's caught, Eckler. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. 1 quarter down for these 2 NFC East teams. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of 1. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. This time it's a passing play. Gets this to Jaxson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd down and 10, Daniels. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Running left is Robinson. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's complete. McLaurin along the sideline. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Daniels from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders, who only need a couple on 2nd and 2. Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. Escapes the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. The Giants using their first timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Gray now on the return. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Now Daniels off to play action. Able to find Ertz. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the 24. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Washington. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants take over now late in this first half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Neighbors with a catch. And he's gonna bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Connects with Slayton. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Giants are set to punt. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. We're through 2 here with the Giants overcoming home field advantage. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our Halftime Report. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They'll throw on first. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
2nd and 3 now. From the 48. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it yet again. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Robinson in motion right. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
All right, here we go. 2nd down. A give to Tracy up the middle. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. They'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Gano ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Quick slant to Samuel. He's got to gain a 6 there. Bobby Okereke making that stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. That's taken in by Samuel. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Drew Phillips making the tackle. And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Again, Daniels to the air. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
2nd and 3 now. They'll throw it again. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34, Ertz reels it in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the 2nd half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it 17-all. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He puts some juice on it. Big gain downfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's Tracy once more. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's a tie ball game through 3. We'll see which side separates here in the 4th. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's a throw. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Third and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They motion the slot man right. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Now on 2nd and 10. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Looking for a throw here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Gano ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. They've got first down from the 31. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. Complete. It's McLaurin. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That one gains 7. And the Commanders will have a first. Robinson on the inside give. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
On first down, here's Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Has a man, it's Brown. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Second and 3 now. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14. And the Commanders will have a first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Second and 3 now. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
The prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there who are about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Giants don't want to see this one go to overtime. 2nd down now, 7 to go. He's going to throw this one. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. To throw. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Their punter making his way out now. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He's got this at the 27. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. First down, ball at the 36. Setting up to pass. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Staying with Robinson. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He finds Jaxson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. He'll look to throw it. Into the hands of Neighbors. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Throwing from the gun. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from DC.